I started TikTok like the spring semester of my senior year, and I was like, fuck, I finally have to start applying for law school. And then like, female privilege, life is so easy for a, woman. Obviously, I lucked out. I'm just kidding. I lucked out, and then, TikTok was basically full time for me. I think I was taking ads by the time I graduated college from like the Biden administration and Planned Parenthood and like dating apps and stuff. So it was like fully financially,
Oh,
sustaining
so you were
me.
getting the Biden administration was buying ads from you,
Yeah, I was doing full on political propaganda.
and they would just oh really with like what kind of like Biden created 10 million jobs this
Yeah,
year.
yeah, honestly, and the funny thing is, they're like, do not disclose this is an ad because they're like, technically it's not a product, so you don't have to disclose it's an ad. Because I think they just wanted like some edgy girl of color to just tell people, like when they nominated like Ketanji Brown Jackson, they're like,
Oh
can you
wow.
say like as a person of color, that you feel reflected? And it's like a white woman emailing this to me, and she's
Yeah.
like giving me this script, and I'm like, no. And she's like, please. And I'm like, no, I'll like talk about the news of it, but I'm not gonna be like, I'm not gonna have a white person tell me to be like, this is how I feel as a person of color. Like it's just so, I think that black
So
pilled
the
me slightly on like, political propaganda
so the
stuff.
Biden administration sees, oh, here's this young,
Yeah, I mean
dark
they use like
skinned.
a conduit. It's not like, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
not Biden, but
It's
it's
not
like
Biden.
it's like a third party. You know what I mean? It's like a media company
Yeah.
that's doing it on his behalf.
the
I'm
mess-
not blaming him for this.
Yeah, and the message is like, because you're a dark skinned woman, you will be inspired by Ketanji Brown Jackson, and all the kids should support her.
Yeah, they're like basically as like another black person, just say that like you feel reflected by Ketanji. I'm like, no, I'll talk about like Ketanji's background and her accomplishments, but like I never,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like I'll never, I'm not gonna say like the corny stuff, even if it was a brown person emailing it to me. I'm like, no, that's not like how I feel. Like I don't look at like Ketanji and feel like, wow.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah,